My name is MJ and I am a client with PMF. I've just done one program with them, one 12-week program, and I'm now into my first week of my second program. When I was having my first conversation with Mikhail about doing a program with him, I had a million concerns. An injury I was just coming off of. Am I gonna have time to do all the sessions? Am I gonna have time to meal prep? All of these things. My job really ate up so much time, and it's really sporadic, so a lot of unpredictable things happen. I'm vegan, so I know a lot of fitness people have a lot of issue with that. Is it financially feasible for me? And la la la. When I was done word vomiting at him, he just looked at me and he said, "Well, you just said a lot of things that are excuses." I looked at him and I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I was just giving him a million excuses why not to do it. And even though they're all true, none of them were even close to as important as the one big reason to do it, which was I wanted to feel the strongest I've ever felt in my life. It is a huge time commitment, and a huge mental commitment and huge physical commitment to make. It's not about doing one big thing and you're kind of done with it. It's not about like going to the gym for like 8 hours in one day and then suddenly you're a fit human being. It's about the habit. It's about making that commitment to yourself that every single day, making sure I'm hitting my protein targets and making sure I'm recovering and making sure that I can plan everything around my job, which is very sporadic. You're constantly working towards this thing. Once I got into the routine of it, I don't even think about it. It's just kind of the thing that I do. One of the concerns I did have was that I am vegan, and I've never been more judged on the receiving end of so many snarky comments or given looks than being vegan. And I was really, really apprehensive to tell Mikhail about it, but I just was like, this is not like, this is my kind of choice in life. He was like, okay, well then you'll be on a vegan macros plan. And just and breezed past it. And I was like, oh, you mean it's not a big deal? And even though he's a meat eater and he's not vegan, but he just like, well, that's your life choice, that's your moral compass, like what's next? And that in itself was really, really important to me. To be honest, it hasn't really been difficult. Like I average about 90 grams of protein a day. I don't take any shakes or supplements, protein supplements or anything like that. I literally eat food and I'm able to hit those targets. So that was really a really big thing for me. I also kind of have a thing about, body image and weight, as a lot of people do, because I've had difficulty with things like that in the past. I didn't want to tumble back down that. Instead of focusing on weight, instead of focusing on, why aren't I losing X amount of kilos in this amount of time? Like, why is this not happening fast enough and things like that? Which I do have those moments, of course, because I'm a human being. Instead of focusing on the numbers when I step on a scale, I focus on my macros numbers. I focus on the numbers that I'm lifting. The weights that I was lifting when I first started with Mikhail a few months back, I'm lifting over double what I was lifting before, which is huge, and it gives me purpose and a sense of keeping on going, because that number is actually much more important than the number when I step on a scale. I do have those moments where I'm kind of like, why am I not losing enough weight, or like, why aren't I looking a certain way, or whatever. Mikhail listens, and he gives me the time for it, and he's like, and he'll like let me say my thing, and then he'll be like, because XYZ, and afterwards I'm like, yep, okay, you're right, which is fantastic to have someone who's like that. But equally someone who will rein me back when I need it, because I'm the kind of person where I'm really impatient. Like, I want everything yesterday. I'm like, oh, let's add some more weight. Let's do this. Let's do that. And he's just like, wait, you will be able to do that, but just not right now. Just be patient with yourself and let's do it right, and let's develop that technique so that you're not hurting yourself, you're not injuring yourself. Because I started off my first program with an injury, and he was like, let's make sure that we're protecting your body rather than just hiking up numbers for no reason. And actually, because we did it that way, my injury healed and recovered much faster, which is incredible. I honestly cannot recommend PMF enough. It has become such a big part of my life in a really big way. It's been like something like 15 years since I've felt this strong, and I can't wait to keep going. This program, I honestly can't recommend it enough. And yeah, sometimes if I've had a crap day, I will have some wine. Just last night I had almost an entire packet of Oreos because, well, it was just one of those days. But I don't feel guilty about it. I don't think to myself, oh God, I can't believe I did that thing, you know? I'm a human, and it's not about being some fitness robot. It's just about whether you're ready to make that one reason more important than all of the excuses. So, yeah, big fan of PMF over here.